Hello, my name is Sabrina. This is Rainbow Warrior Tarot Card Readings, and I'm going to be doing your tarot card readings for today, and it's going to be for the month of July, and the dates are going to be from the 1st through the 15th, 2019. The sign is going to be for Pisces. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising. Mind you, this is only a general reading. Take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, please leave it here because it will most likely resonate with someone else, okay? So that being said, we're going to jump right into it, okay? So here we go. Here we go. Sit on this chair better. Okay, now here we go. Okay, universe. Now I call upon the gods and goddesses in the cosmos to come forward to send on these cards for a divine message. Thank you. Now I call upon my star angels to send on these cards so I can have a divine message. Thank you. And now I call upon Mother Nature. Supreme Goddess, Mother Nature, northbound, southbound, eastbound, and westbound. Come together, come forward, so I can have a divine message. And this is going to be for my ancestors. Ancestors, please come forward so I can have a divine message. Thank you. Alright, one more. Okay, and this is going to be for my relatives, friends, people that I knew that have passed on that are no longer here on this planet. Please come forward right now to send on these cards so I can have a divine message for the month of July. The dates are going to be from the 1st through the 15th, 2019. The zodiac sign is going to be for Pisces, okay? So here we go. Now, spirits around me, can I get my first card? First card to stick out. First card to stand out. First card to stick out. First card to stand out. Here we are. The Lovers. Okay, we're on track. Good track. Okay. Spirits around me. Spirits around me. Spirits around me, can I get the second card? Second card, please, spirits around me. Second card to come out. Second card to stand out. Second card to flip out, please. Spirits around me. Second card, please. Second card. Here we are. Ooh, the 10 of Cups. Those are some strong cards coming out so far, okay? We need the third card, please. Third card, please, spirits around me. Third card, please stand out. Third card, please flip out. Third card, please stand out. Stick out. Stick out. Stand out. Here we are. Okay, I see a 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups for the third card, okay? So here we go. Now we're going to ask spirits for the fourth card. Spirits around me. Oh, it flipped out. Flipped out. Y'all seen that? It flipped. So that's going to be the Knight of Wands, okay? So that's the fifth card. Okay, so spirits around me. Can I get the fifth card, please, spirits around me? Fifth card, please, spirits around me. Fifth card to stand out, flip out. Stand out, flip out. And that's going to be the King of Pentacles, okay? So we're going to go into the sixth card. So spirits around me, can I get the sixth card? Sixth card to stand out, flip out, stand out. Spirits around me. Spirits around me. Sixth card. Please stand out. Flip out. Stand out. Stand out. Here we are. Okay, so we got a, what is that? 7 of Pentacles. Yes, 7 of Pentacles, okay? Now we're going to ask for spirits for the 7th card. Spirits around me. Can I get the 7th card? Okay, fell out. Okay, so it's the Page of Cups upside down. Okay, so we're going to bring it closer right here. Okay, here we go, here we go. Spirits around me, can I get the 8 card? 8 card, please. 8 card, flip out. Stand out. Stand out. Flip out. Stand out. Spirits around me. Here we are. Okay, so I got the 4 wands. Now we're going to go into the 9 card. 9 card, please, spirits around me. 9 card. Here we are. The World card. Upside down. Okay? So, 10 card, please, spirits around me. 10 card. Here it is, right here. Ooh, the Ace of Swords. Okay? So the final card in the, I'm sorry, this is the final card. Ace of Swords is the final card. The final thought is the 4 of Swords upside down. I'm going to just go ahead and give it to y'all. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. And now I'm going to start reading. I'm going to dig in. I'm going to dig in. Okay? So, what I see, the Lovers is your first card. And this is your current state. See? Okay, now with the Lovers, what I see here, now this can be in between 2 people. This can be a man and woman, a man, woman. You know, when it comes to tarot card readings, it's not based on the 3D. You know, 3D is like based on what's in between your legs. That's 3D. But when we go like higher, like into the fourth dimension, into the 5th dimension, it's based on your soul. So it doesn't matter if it's a man, woman, or man and woman. But on this card, it shows that it's a man and a woman, okay? So what I see is I see 2 people in a union. Either they're in union or they're about to come into union, okay? So be aware of that. And if they are in union, then that means they're going to take the step even further. Like, so if you're thinking about taking a step further with that special lady or with that special somebody, I do see it being possible, okay? Now, if this person is doing what they're supposed to do, okay, to bring what they need to bring to a relationship, because you don't want to bring anybody into a relationship with you if they don't have anything going on for themselves. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that a traditional woman can't bring nothing to a table. I'm not saying that at all, because a traditional woman can bring a lot to the table, because, you know, a traditional woman will stay home, take care of the kids, raise the kids, clean the house, you know, make sure the kids go to school, take care of the man. But when it comes to a traditional woman, you know, takes a lot more risk than a man would, a traditional man would. So when it comes to the traditional woman, you know, you just got to do your homework and make sure that you get the right man. So I guess if you're a woman, make sure that man's right. And to make sure if that man's right, you always want to see how he was raised. You check and see how he's raised. If he's raised where there's a mama and daddy, you know, and daddy treats mama good, you know, and stuff like that, and they're still together, then that's the kind of man you need. And same thing for a woman. You know, if you get with a woman, you know, you want to make sure that she knows her way around the house, just as good as, you know, if she has a job when she's making her money, you know, and stuff like that. But not just that. You want to make sure, you want to dig deeper into it. You want to make sure, you want to go to the background. You want to see if the family history is good like yours, you know, because you can't bring a good family with a broken family, because it's not going to work out, even if the woman is right, you know, or maybe it can, you know, but it has to take a very special man, a very considerate man, you know, to be able to take in a woman that comes from a broken family. Now, I'm not saying a woman that comes from a broken family is not good, you know what I mean? Because a woman could come from a broken family, can get herself together and be right. You know what I mean? So you always got to know who you're with. So that's just the bottom line. Know who you're with. Know who you're getting with before you get with them, you know, because you don't want to waste your time getting with someone that's not right. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's what that means, okay? So that's what I'm getting. Those are the messages I'm getting, and I'm just giving them to y'all. Okay, so the next card that's over it is the Ten of Cups. Usually the Ten of Cups symbolizes a family. So what I see here in this relationship of the lovers, that I do see a family that can come, out of it. As you can see, there's a man and woman, and and there's kids, and then there's the Ten of Cups. Now it can either be that, or it can be one person finding their inner strength. It can be a person that comes from a broken family, but they find their way. You know what I mean? They go inside, they find their way spiritually, and they connect with the lines of Mother Nature, with the vibrations of this earth, to connect with the divinity. So it could either be that, or it can be two people, or you could be from a broken family, but you eventually find yourself. You know what I mean? So it's either one or the other, okay? So whichever one fits with you, then you take that, okay? So we're going to keep it moving. The next card up is the third card, and then this is in the mindset. Okay, so what I see here is the Two of Cups. So here it is. Okay, the Two of Cups. I see two people here. To me, it looks like two women, but it could be a woman and a man that's very in tune with his feminine side. So, but it really doesn't matter. It can be a woman. It can either be a woman, or a woman with a man that's very in tune with his feminine side. And those are probably the best men you ever find, women. So quit thinking that, just because your man wears, a flower here and there, or wears a pink shirt, here now and then. Don't think that they're sweet. They're just in tune. And these kind of men will know what to do for you than what a butch man want. Because, those butch men, they don't give a care, and let them see another woman. They're going to be after it like ain't nothing. But with a guy that's, in tune with his feminine side, he's going to know what a woman goes through. You know what I mean? Usually with a man that is in tune with his feminine side is usually a man that's a mama's boy. And just like I'm saying, going back, be aware with who you get with. If you get with a man, make sure that man is respectful towards his mama. Make sure that mama and daddy are together. The same thing. The cards connect, so be sure. So yeah, it can either be a woman, or it can be a woman with a man that's intuitive with his feminine side, okay? So be sure. So quit trying to get with these guys that are thugs and hard and doing hard things. You need to get rid of those men because they're no good, okay? So we're gonna keep it pushing, okay? So the next card up is gonna be your fourth card. That is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone that takes action, someone that takes action, someone that's ready to, go to war, but for the truth. And, by the guidance of the divinity, okay? I guess what this is saying, basically, this is in your thoughts, that you want to find out who you're going to be with, okay? Be sure with who you're going to be with. You see how the Knight of Wands is on a horse? And he has the wand, and then there's like a little bit of greenery on there. Yes, when you go looking for your partner and trying to see who they are, ask for the divinity's help. Ask for Mother Nature's help so you can crack the case of this person to see if they're the right person, and see if it's right or not. Because, the divinity is not going to lie. Mother Nature's not going to lie. Mother Nature is going to send hints to let you know if this person's bad or good. And when they send you hints, then that's your job to either take them and to use them. And if you don't use them, then you just don't use them. But please be in line with Mother Nature, because the universe is always going to tell you the truth, but it's up to us to take it, okay? So we're going to keep it moving. So what I see here from the past, this is your past situation, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone that is, has abundance. you know. Someone that has abundance with a way of the divinity. Someone that, you know, is very in tune with the divinity, with Mother Nature, with the realms of the vibrations of the earth, the universe, going into the galaxy, okay? So this is someone that has money. So this could be either the relationship, one can have the money, or both can have the money. But I think man can have the money, okay? But please be sure this man might have money. But just because he might have money, that doesn't mean that he was raised right. That doesn't mean that he's a mama's boy. That doesn't mean that his mama and daddy stay together to this day now. So that's your job to do that. You got to investigate. You got to ask questions. You got to meet the people. If there's no people to be met, then something ain't right, you know, whatever, you know. So, you know, I'm not trying to say, you know, turn away people that are adopted or anything, that ain't got no family. But I'm going to tell you right now, people that usually adopted, you know, they carry a chip on their shoulder, okay? And it usually takes them a long time, you know, to get over that fact that they're adopted or whatever, you know. But a lot of times they have an uphill battle, and it's a long time, you know, before they can get over what's going on. So why would you want to be a part of someone's life, you know, that have that friction going on? You know, you don't want to waste your time with that. I'm not saying it's the truth, you know, because someone's problem is not your problem. You know, you want to be happy, you want to live your life, and you don't want to waste your time. So I'm just saying, you know, you don't want to waste your time. I'm sorry, you know, you don't. I'm being truthful. So, you know, be sure with who you get with, okay? So what I see right here is someone in the future, 7 of Pentacles. Let me show you. Okay. Now, like I was saying, now the King of Pentacles could appear to be one way, fruitful, abundance, but they can just look like that, you know, but really trying to work on something. So I go back to the case, women or men or whatever. Please know who you're with, because, you know, people can, you know, falsify, you know, and they could be living above their means, and, you know, and seem like they got this and that. And then once they got you married and, you know, your feelings are involved, y'all like 3 kids in, you know, you can't just get out of it. The next thing you know, everything falls apart. And everything that was supposed to be there is really not there. So please know who you're dating, because if you look here, this is someone that's waiting for his harvest to develop. See? You see what I'm saying? This guy looks like he has it down, but really, he's really trying to develop it, but he's trying to come across as a King of Pentacles or a Queen of Pentacles. So it could be a man or woman. So please be careful. Always know who you're getting with, okay? The way I see it, you know, between you and me, when I get with somebody, I don't just get with somebody that I meet. I have to know somebody. I have to see somebody here and there, here and there, here and there. I have to know somebody for at least 3, 4, 5 years before I actually get with somebody. You know, you got to know who they are. You can't just meet someone off a chat line, you know, or meet someone at the club or meet someone at the store because you don't know them. You have to see them here. You have to see them there. You have to hear tales about them. You have to do the investigation. Please know who you're getting with, because if you don't find out, they're sure not going to tell you. And like I said, you would have went in about 8, 9 years into the relationship, have 3 kids, and been married, and then next thing you know, everything y'all had is a damn lie. So that's what I'm saying. Be sure who you get with, okay? Be sure the family right. Be sure they're daddy's girl, mama's boy, or whatever. Be sure that they're family oriented before you get with them, because if they're not family oriented, chances are they're schemers, liars, and thieves, okay? Now, I'm not trying to talk about everybody, but that's the truth, okay? You can do your own investigation. Find out yourself if you want. I'm just trying to give you a shortcut. Okay, so the 7th card, which is your deep inner thought, is the Page of Cups. Okay, and it is upside down. Okay, now this guy might be coming in portraying that he's one way, you know, portraying that he's the Page of Cups. And if you can see this guy, you know, he's coming in like he's sweet, like he's intuitive with his sweet side. Because there's plenty of men that come like that, come around with flowers and candies and, oh, can I take you on a date? Let me open this door. Let me pull the chair out for you. Well, let me pull it up and stuff. And then once they got you where they have you, then they completely, what? Upside down. They're not that person anymore. So that's what I'm saying. Please be sure with who you get. You might be seeing somebody that you're considering, but you haven't did those investigations. I'm telling you, do your investigation before you waste your life on someone that you really don't want to be with, okay? I was going to put it back up, but we're going to leave it like that so you can keep that in your mind. And all that being said, and you might have to leave this one, okay? Because have you ever heard terms that you're going to have to kiss a lot of frogs before you get to your prince? That's the truth. You know, just like I said, you're going to have to see a person here and there, here and there, here and there for about 2, 3, 4 years. And you know, it may seem like a long time, but between that time, you need to be going to school, bettering yourself, doing this, doing that. Like every time you go looking for love, you're never going to find it. You're always going to find these people that are like miscategorizing themselves, misreputation, you know, of themselves, you know. So please be careful who you deal with. And if you follow everything that I'm telling you, then you will eventually become the Four of Wands. And here's the Four of Wands, okay? The Four of Wands is two people that are celebrating under like a canopy of flowers. You see how they finally came to union after everything, okay? And that's how it is. Life is never easy. Life's never easy. And life is never promised. Love is never promised. You always got to put your work in. So if you're young, if you're like 18, 19, please take this with you. Don't go getting with nobody, you know, and this and that. Especially, you know, maybe if you came from a broken family, I'm telling you, you need to be sure you get around all this bull crap, because there's a lot of bull crap out there. There's a lot of men and women that perpetrate saying they have this and have that, but they really don't have shit. Okay, so this is actually the energy. This is gonna be the environment. But once you get through everything, you know, once you get through the clutter and the bullshit that everybody's gonna be throwing at you just to get with you, okay? And you need to be careful, because a lot of guys are obsessive. A lot of guys are abusive, and now these days, you know, guys are willing to kill women, or the other way around. So that's what I'm saying. You don't know what's going on, what a person's been through, unless you do the investigation, okay? So we're going to put that down and keep it bumping, okay? So the next card is your hopes and fears is the world. It's upside down, okay? So you do have some kind of worries in there. So that's what I'm saying. Don't worry. While you're busy trying to quit looking and work on yourself. Work on yourself. Take care of yourself. Once you start working on yourself, going to school, working, getting promoted at work, doing what you got to do to better yourself. It don't matter if you're, you know, learning to grow your hair longer, learning, you know, to get better skin, you know, learning to get a flatter stomach, anything like that, anything that's better in yourself. Do that first, and then when you do that, then you become, how do you say, you become irresistible. Then you get this glow and aura about you because you love yourself, and then that's when you attract the good men around you, and then those men will come flocking to you, okay? And then next thing you know, this card will be what? Upside up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this card upside up for you, because now you know what you got to do, okay? So we're going to put it just like that. Just like that, because now you know, okay? So now that you have made it through this, and I put your card upside up because you know what you got to do, now you make it to the final card, and that is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is a card from the divinity. And of course, there's a sword and a crown on it with a little bit of greenery. The sword is a sword to cut through the clutter. to get through it. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to cut through the clutter of finding out what people really, what their intentions are, then you ask the divinity and you do your investigation, and the divinity is always going to come in and help you. But you have to be in line with Mother Nature. You have to be thankful from everything you eat, from the time you wake up, from the time you sit down, from the time you come on home, to the time you lay down, from the time you take a bath. Be thankful for everything you do. Through the divinity, through Mother Nature. You know, you thank Mother Nature because we live here on her realm of earth, in this realm of her. And then once we thank her, then we can continue and thank to the divinity, going into the universe, going into the galaxy, okay? So please remember that. Please remember that. Do your investigation about these people. Do not let these people lure you into something that you can't get out of, or you might not ever be able to get out of, if you know what I mean. So please be careful. So now when you get to the clutter and you get through everything, and the divinity brings you a sword to cut through the bullshit, then you don't need no rest. Usually, if you got all this bullshit coming around, then you're going to need your rest. But guess what? It's upside down, mama or daddy. It is upside down. You ain't going to need no rest for nothing. Why? Because when you are happy, you don't need as much rest. You don't need as much rest at all. At all. So that's why it's upside down. And this is your afterthought card. Your after from the 10, okay? And I see another card here. I'm going to go ahead and give it to y'all. It's the Ace of Wands. Ooh, I see another card. I'm going to go ahead and give it to y'all too. Okay, the Ace of Wands, if you can see, is another card from the divinity. And that's to, you know, that card, the Ace of Wands, is a wand. And if you see, it has the greenery. And this wand is to basically get anything you want. And after you get all these bullshit people out of there, you know, and you get you a good person, then you get what you want. When you work on yourself, get you a good job, go to school, get your education. I'm sorry, that's the word that I learned growing up or whatever. But yeah, get your education, you know, become informed, educate yourself. Then you get to get what you want in this world with this wand right here. See, first you get the sword to cut. You cut the bullshit. Then you use the wand to get what you need and keep getting what you need. And you use that wand to keep what you got. Okay? So that. And I'm going to give you one more. The last card that I was telling you. The Queen of Pentacles. And you become the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a woman, energy spirit, a female energy that is fruitful, that has went through everything, that has went through the bullshit, cut the bullshit out and went around it. Maybe has went through some bullshit. But if you follow my cards right here and know how to get through the clutter, then you won't have to go through the bullshit. And then you become the Queen of Pentacles. And you know what Pentacles is? Chips, coins, tokens, cho-chos, Bitcoins, cryptocurrency, whatever you want to call it, is all the same thing. Then you become the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So that being said, please be informed. Always love yourself. Always put yourself first, okay? So I'm going to leave it as that. I'm Sepharina, and this is Rainbow Warrior Tarot Card Readings. I'll be back here, back at it in August. So please come back, visit me. If you want, you can like, share, subscribe. And see you back in August. Thank you. Damn, that was